That might be what.
Oh wow, it's been quite a while since I did anything productive with my time. Hey List, what happened to that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure video you were making? I dropped it. What happened to that Helldivers video you were working on? I also dropped that. What happened to that Evil Within video you were going to do? You even posted about it on your community tab. You were making that video because you actually wanted to talk about the sequel, but you felt obligated to make a video about the original first? Yeah, I dropped that one too. See, my issue is that I come up with new ideas for videos, but then as I'm making the video, I get a new idea, and the excitement overpowers my desire to finish the original. Now that I say that out loud, I think I might have some form of attention deficit disorder. Yeah, that's good enough for an introduction. Let's just talk about Dishonored now. By the way, I'm kind of using this video as a kind of test, basically to see if I can actually make a video like this, because it's different to every single video I've made before. So this channel keeps jumping genres, I swear to fucking god. So if you like this video, feel free to leave a like so that I know that people actually like it. I mean, let's be real, like if you've made it this far into the video, you're probably going to watch all of it. According to my YouTube studio retention rate, most people click off my videos as soon as they hear my voice. Can you believe that in my infinite wisdom, I decided that in the first draft of this script, I was going to go on a 10-minute rant about how the term immersive sim doesn't actually mean anything? Like, what the fuck was I thinking, having that as a fucking introduction to a video? See, this is why people probably click off as soon as I start speaking. So Dishonored is an immersive sim developed by Arcane Studios, a subsidiary of Bethesda. The game is set in Dunwall, a Victorian-inspired steampunk city serving as the capital of a large empire, controlling a group of island nations collectively referred to as the Empire of the Isles. It's basically Victorian London, but instead of child labour, they have eldritch abominations. The city was once a place of innovation, but during the events of the game, the city falls into chaos. A disease known as the Rat Plague has plunged the city into desperation. The rich and poor are all affected, turning feral and lashing out at people before succumbing to the disease. Martial law is imposed, a curfew is implemented, and entire districts of the city are closed off. We play as Corvo, the royal protector to the Empress Jessamine Caldwin. We return to not London after travelling the world in search of a cure for the plague. Shortly after we arrive, the Empress is assassinated, the heir, Amelia Caldwin, is kidnapped, and we are accused of killing the Empress and arrested. We escape prison and seek to bring down the group of individuals who killed the Empress, accused us, and are now running the Empire. Now, originally, this video was going to be me talking about why this game is good and why I like it so much. The issue is, a lot of people have already made videos like that. And let's be real, you don't need me to tell you why a 12-year-old game that won a lot of awards when it came out is good. So I'm gonna do my own thing. When I was replaying the game to get a feel for if I could make a video about the game, I did something I never did in my previous playthroughs of the game. I tried to get the good ending. See, when I first played this game, as a young lad, 10 years old, I thought mercy was for pussies. So I killed everyone and was frustrated that me having fun resulted in the bad ending. You see, Dishonored has a moral choice system that it calls the chaos system. The game will give you options on how to complete your objective. Taking out your target usually takes the form of a good and evil choice. The game will adjust the world based on your decisions, and towards the end of the game, you'll get a different ending depending on the choices you make. The choices at first seem kind of simple. You're given a target, and after making your way to their location, however you want, you'll be presented with the option to kill them, or permanently deal with them without game ending them. As I said, seems simple enough. But as I went through the game, I thought about the choices I was making and the long-term impact they would have. Let me start with an example. Our first target is High Overseer Campbell, the figurehead of the Abbey of the Everyman, which is basically the dominant religion in the Empire. The night we go to kill him just so happens to be the same night that he is having a meeting with the captain of the City Watch, who he plans to poison. The easiest way to deal with Campbell
Side streets. Budget.
playing games, that's all it is.
Good. And your niece, Callista, isn't it? I'm very... Now, business. What do you say happened last night?
My men were overseers, divorced, and to jail. One hundred like chicken, 10 minutes later, he's out of the seat.
I almost wish I'd been there. Easy, sir. All right, no. Now, I'm just
Just my own more.
I was just a name to protect. I can't allow you to... Oh, no. This can't be happening. Who's done this?
What on earth are you talking about?
No time. Listen carefully. You must instruct the Lord Regent to burn the Black Book. Understand? Burn it!
What Black Book? What do you mean?
Tell him. Warn them. And then die of plague, you useless incompetent. I never liked you.
What? Campbell? He's dead. Guards! Guards, get in here!
But what if there was another way? Usually in these games, the quote-unquote evil choice is the easiest, with the good choice requiring more steps to complete or the player encountering more resistance. Making your way to the target, you'll overhear the overseers talking about something called the Heretic's Brand.
In the archive about the Heretic's Brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual? I've never seen the Heretic's Brand used. No, it's a rare occurrence. But I did spy the face of one so branded. A former member of our order, of course. Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the High Overseer himself, who violates our codes and must be cast out permanently. Remember the 7 strictures, and you never need worry about such matters. I will, brother.
This is a mark burnt onto overseers who have been found guilty of heresy. Bearers of the mark are cast out of the abbey, and citizens of Dunwall are forbidden from offering aid to them. They must live out their lives in squalor, seeking refuge in the abandoned buildings of Dunwall. Effectively, it's a death sentence. This is the good option for taking out Campbell. With the Heretic's Brand, he is cast out of his position of power, unable to impede us any further, but still alive.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Thaddeus Campbell, formerly High Overseer, is no longer a citizen of Dunwall. He now bears the Heretic's Brand, and by one of the oldest traditions of the Abbey of the Everyman, it is now a minor criminal offense to offer this man aid or housing. In this time of spiritual crisis, the Overseers have initiated the Feast of Painted Kettles, until a new High Overseer is chosen.
It wasn't until reaching the final act of the game that a realization dawned on me. In the Flooded District mission, Corvo is betrayed by his allies and left for dead. He's found by Dowd, the assassin who killed the Empress. Dowd imprisons Corvo and throws his gear into an abandoned building. Once you free yourself, there's an optional objective to retrieve your gear. The only issue is that the abandoned building is filled with weepers, people who are in the late stages of the plague. At the bottom of the building, a weeper wearing a uniform stalks the area around our gear. It's the former High Overseer, Campbell, the very man we branded. And now he's dead by our hands, or soon to be dead due to the plague. Our mercy saw him stripped of his power and cast out to become one of the dregs of society. And he ends up dying by our hands anyway. So what is really the point? The same is true for the other leaders of the conspiracy. The Pendleton brothers are kidnapped by Slackjaw and put to work in their own mines.
It's only natural that you'd be curious about what I intend to do with the Pendletons. See, the Pendletons got these rock mines. Have hundreds of souls working down there 1/2 mile deep below ground. So I'm gonna shave their heads and cut out their tongues and put them in one of their own stinking mines. Then they're gonna see life from a different angle.
Which we learn through NPC dialogue is not a great place to be.
Morgan will be in there all night.
More coin for us. Though we'd make even more if they didn't blow it on prostitutes.
My cousin's a foreman at their mine. He says the slaves have dug 1/2 mile down, so deep they're dying by the dozen from collapse or fumes. But the silver's almost gone.
What are they going to do?
Looks like they're gonna gamble and drink every night till it's gone, then jump in the river.
The leader of the conspiracy, Hiram Burroughs, is arrested for high treason after we expose that it was he who initially unleashed the plague upon Dunwall.
All for what you've done.
No! I'll make you rich men if you just let me go. I beg you.
You nearly destroyed this city. No amount of money will undo that. Get him ready for the walk to Coldridge Prison.
Yes, sir.
Having him arrested is actually the canonical ending of his story, and he's executed by Corvo's own hands after the events of the game. In my opinion, the worst non-lethal elimination is that of Lady Boyles. You help her stalker kidnap her. I don't need to go into a long dramatic ramble like I did with Campbell about why that's fucked up.
You found her. Quickly, let's get her on board. At last. Oh, my love. Someday you will understand. You'll never know how happy you've made me. Someday she'll learn to appreciate me. After all, she'll have her whole life.
All these methods lead to you keeping low chaos, the game's morality meter. Having high chaos changes how NPCs speak to you, as well as more enemies spawning during missions. It also makes the plague spread more, with rats and weepers becoming more prevalent due to the dead bodies we leave in our wake. And of course, just like every other game with moral choice systems, it gives us different endings. There are 3 endings: low chaos, high chaos, and total chaos. Total chaos isn't that important to this video, but low chaos and high chaos are the interesting ones. Both of them show Emily Caldwin ascend the throne. In the high chaos ending, she will be a tyrant. Her empire will be a mess, with the rich and powerful scheming for power, while the common man kills each other. Meanwhile, the rat plague persists. In the low chaos ending, Emily will become a fair and merciful leader. Following Corvo's example, the player's example, she will not lash out in anger, of course, this being the man who handed a woman off to a potential rapist rather than kill her and then patted himself on the back for being fair. And this is when it becomes more clear. The merciful options aren't for us. They're for Emily. When all of this is over, Emily will be Empress of the Isles, and we will be her shadow, her closest companion. She will likely heed our advice over the advice of more experienced individuals. By deciding what man Corvo is, we decide the ruler that Emily will be. She admires Corvo. If Corvo puts her on the throne by acting like a crack fiend who just gained access to a Cybertruck, then she will learn that brutality and fear is the best way to get what you want. Vice versa. If we keep the killing to a minimum and pick every non-lethal option, then she'll be fairer. She'll be like every Victorian noble who indirectly killed children by making them work in incredibly unsafe factories with no training or safety laws. So it turns out I actually didn't write an outro for this video, so I guess I'm just gonna have to wing it completely unscripted, like I used to do back in the day. More things changed, the more they stayed the same, I suppose. But yeah, this was basically just a little short video, kind of to bridge the gap between the previous one and the next big one that I've got, because it's been over a year and I kind of want to get back into making videos. I kind of enjoyed it, I kind of missed it. I figured a little short one just to confirm that I'm still here. I actually don't know how long this video is going to take to edit. Could maybe take like a week. We'll see how it goes. I mean, but by the time it comes out, I suppose it won't really matter. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe, because I want to do more videos like this that aren't just mindless wank that really I don't understand how anyone could have enjoyed that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So I guess I'll let you get on with your day. See ya.